And welcome to week 49. As usual, same thing with the past couple weeks. Everything is pretty much just belt squatting. The difference between today and the other weeks was that today, this was, I believe, Tuesday or Wednesday. It was just all very slow, high rep, low weight, just trying to take it easy. I keep thinking that I'm inadvertently using my shoulder more than I should be, so I'm in pain. Really trying to give it a rest, but what it comes down to is at the end of the day, I've got a 1-year-old, I've got a 3-year-old. I have to help with them. I have to help with the house. I'm not abusing my shoulder, but I could probably afford to take a little bit of inventory on how much I'm doing and maybe try to throttle back. But anyways, here's some high rep belt squats. And again, this belt squat it's coming along nicely. For instance, I've added the 45-pound bumper plates underneath my feet just to get that extra height, which helps with getting better depth. It's also helping keeping my body in a better position to where I'm not having some upper body collapse. Although it was brought up by my wife that it might just be a balance issue just because I can't use my right arm. One of the things I have to think about as I begin one of these lifts is do not engage my right arm. Like I have to try to relax the right arm in between each and every single repetition. Not always successful, but still moderately successful. So this will be the only full video that I show you guys from today's training day, but just showing you other views. As you can see, my knees are pretty far forward over my toes, not too big of a deal, but just something that I noticed that I do versus when I'm barbell squatting that I don't do. With a lot of belt squat machines, you see that they have handholds that you can hang on to help you keep a more vertical shin. But I've just accepted that my knees will be that far over my toes for now. If you know any cues for working that back, just let me know. Drop them in the comments. And then, of course, a fun view. I wasn't sure how this would come out, but just kind of a little fun thing when you're doing like 1,000 set of something. You just mix it up a little bit. So after the belt squats, I loaded up a little bit more weight, and I was doing step-up marches. And I would do these for like sets of like 50 to 100. So I would go to at least 50 and then just kind of adjust from there. Now, I'm not going to make you watch a whole set. And as you can see, I had a hard time framing this for whatever reason. But these marches, they definitely wear you out. Like after a long time, you get out of breath. It's actually a little bit of conditioning as well. So the marches are good. I like the step-up version of the marches. One thing I don't like about my belt squat setup, though, is that piece of crap belt that hopefully I'll be replacing pretty soon here. I'm looking at the Rogue multi-belt or perhaps the Spud adjustable belt. Both of them seem really good, but the chain coming down on my thigh like that just isn't working for me. And there's my sweet kickstand. All right, so moving to the second day, and I only trained twice this week. And so I started with air bike, and I just did a couple simple Tabatas. I think I ended up doing 10 rounds, not 10 rounds. I did 2 rounds of 8 sets, 20-10 Tabata. And this kicks my butt every single time, this stupid air bike, I'm telling you. It's my favorite piece of equipment that I hate. The Rogue Echo bike is nice and quiet, though. It's not too annoying. And then I just for fun jumped in and did some split squats. Now I'd done some split squats. I had done some split squats last week, but I hadn't had them weighted, and so this was my solution to make them weighted. But hey, that's week 49 in the books. Stay tuned for week 50. We're getting close to the end of the year here. I appreciate everybody that's been watching these videos, watching these training logs. If you want to see something interesting, if you want to see different warm-up routines, for instance, go ahead and just comment that down below. Other than that, I will see you in week 50 next week.